let's see what this is like. I'm so reluctant to get involved in this. Questing around Zandalar and those zones? Cool. I'm cool with that. Participating in a war campaign against the Alliance? Let me correct that. Participating in a stupid war campaign against the Alliance.
We need that Zandalari fleet.
Ooh. This should do it. Level 3. New shoulder power available. Lady Sylvanas issued orders for Garona Half-Orcan to take on a task of great import. She will orchestrate missions from the Banshee's Wail, and is to assemble a strong force to execute on our plans. This effort will be vital to our war against the Alliance, and your assistance will certainly be necessary. So apparently Garona is here. Oh, and look at this. It's Valtois.
We have assembled an elite group to execute the Dark Lady's orders. Overseeing this group is Garona Half-Orcan. She will orchestrate these missions with your help.
Champion? Follow me.
Alright. Garona, why are you here? Gallywix is here. We'll check with Gallywix in just a moment. Valtois, why are you here? Hold on, let's talk with Gallywix.
Let's get down to business.
The Motherlode. Oh, this is the dungeon.
Nobody, and I mean nobody, double-crosses me and gets away with it. The venture company betrayed us in a deal for Azerite refining techniques. We need to pay him what we owe him. If you're not picking up what I'm putting down, I mean we need to kill that backstabbing upstart mogul Raz'takhan. You take care of him. I'll take care of getting what we're owed. Is it supposed to... We ought to tell Blightcaller about this, huh? When he tells us what to do, just smile and nod. We'll handle it our way.
Thanks for keeping it short, pal. Hey, Mr. Blightcaller. I got some bad news.
Oh.
Mogul Raz'takhan double-crossed us. It was crazy. I never seen the green bastard back out of a deal like that. You wouldn't believe.
Pull yourself together, trade prince. Such babbling does not befit a leader of the Horde.
Well, excuse me, Banshee Prince. Sorry if I'm rattled after nearly getting killed. In a deal I was against making in the first place.
The war chief will not be pleased. We were counting on Raz'takh's methods of refining Azerite in our war against the Alliance.
That deal was more trouble than it was worth. There is an easier way to get what we want. By cutting out the middleman, if you get my drift.
Indeed. Champion, head to Kazan. Acquire the Azerite refining techniques we were promised. And make Mogul Raz'takhan suffer for breaking his word to the Dark Lady.
Oh yeah, sure, I'm all over it.
Who's next?
Our task is not to be taken lightly. I have begun to assemble heroes for our cause. Perhaps you already know Arcanist Valtois. Yes, I know Valtois. We will need to recruit more in the future, but this is a promising beginning. Our missions will be those of subterfuge, reconnaissance, assassination, and other focused strikes against our enemies. Let us test the mettle of this Nightborn, shall we?
Let the hunt begin.
So it looks like the mission board from both Warlords and Legion is back. So instead of going to our order hall, it's this. So it looks like we can get Hobart Grapplehammer, Rexar, trust me, we'll be talking more about him later, and Taijin. Scouting maps. Huh. Alright, so it looks like this is like the basic... So this... Yeah, just one. So this kind of reminds me of what it was, the garrison table in Warlords. Yep. 2 hours. Let's go ahead and mark that. So apparently, we have our first dungeon quest here to go into the Mother Lode. Well, this will be interesting. I'm not going to do that right now, but, you know, definitely plan on doing it at some point. I was planning, of course, on seeing what each of the dungeons were like, but I was wanting to wait until we actually got quests to go into those dungeons. Considering the amount of quests that popped up in Legion that were, you know, in the endgame stuff once you got to 110, that was like, hey, now go do this dungeon again, or go do this dungeon on Mythic, you know, it was like, oh, okay. Now, the funny thing is, I'm curious if this was not supposed to pop up until I hit 120, and of course, because I was 120 when I started this, I don't know how much stuff is, so it looks like that's blocked up by item level. But I wasn't I wasn't sure if maybe the queue it up for Mythic was an option now. I am curious. I see. So I have to make sure I'm a higher item level before I can start using Raid Finder in order to actually do some of these raids. Well, that's good, because at some point I'm hoping to show you guys the Battle of Dazar'alor raid, because of the stuff that happens in there, which is kind of important to the story, as well as Uldir, but really Uldir doesn't become relevant until we go through Nazmir, because, well, some of the stuff in Nazmir is kind of relevant for Uldir. So anyway, all right. So now that we are at the point where I have to wait for that mission to finish, let's see. I wasn't sure what exactly I was going to be doing there, and it's still not telling me, hey, now go do this Warfront here. It's not telling me about that, because I really don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do, or how exactly this works. I mean, I guess I could pick it up while I'm here, but at the same time, I feel like I could just wait until I'm going through Zuldazar to do that stuff like that. I kind of want to focus on Vol'dun and then Nazmir, and then save the other stuff here in Zuldazar for later. So, I guess what we will go do
They
now
say you have the heir of the throne?
is probably fly back to the Sanctuary of the Devoted. There are some other quests I picked up here that are not really relevant to the story, I think.
May the Noah bring you fortune.
And I can do some of the, you know, there's always a group of quests that can be fun, but are not really relevant to the, so if we go here, like, the quests I picked up, like, are down here in this area here, like these ones here, but they're really not relevant here in the story progress part, which is kind of what I'm mainly wanting to focus on recording here. So I'm anticipating that because it's, like, up here, that's going to take me over to this place here, and then we'll eventually make our way over to places like this over here, so we can unlock the rest of this area, because I need to do some exploration if I'm going to get the Pathfinder achievement. And that will then, I believe this zone culminates in the Temple of Sethralis dungeon, but we have to finish the story quest before we can do that. Kind of similar to how it was in Legion, where you would do the story chapters, all the story quests, and complete the story progress in the zone, and then you would go into the dungeon that was associated with that zone to, you know, to finish it off by getting in the case of Legion, to get the Pillar of Creation, or in the case of Al-Shara, you got the Pillar of Creation, then it was just go save Mount Furion. So I expect, you know, I don't know which dungeon is associated with each, wrong one, Adventure Guide. I don't know which dungeon is associated with which zone. Like this one, I can tell is associated with Vol'dun. I think the Underrot is going to be the one that we do with Nazmir, I'm guessing. Which, by the way, oh my gosh. Some of the stuff here is disgusting. This, okay. This, ugh. And then this one. Oh my gosh. Ugh. What is... Why did they come up with so much incredibly disgusting stuff in this expansion? Prepare to get grossed out when we go to Nazmir. Blech. Oh, man. Now, I'm curious, is King's Rest what we do in Zuldazar? Or is it Atal Dazar? I'm not exactly sure. I know some of these dungeons are the ones you do in when you go to Kultiris, which is going to be what I figure out when I eventually do the Kultir stuff on the side of the Alliance. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what I want to do in terms of, do I want to just go ahead and do that on my own off camera, or because I think the main storyline involving Jaina and such is pretty good, go ahead and record that. I'm just kind of wondering about which character I would do that on. I've already started, like I went through the intro portion of Kultiris with my Worgen Death Knight, and I'm wondering if I should do that. If I do it on camera, would I use my Human Paladin or my Night Elf Demon Hunter, which I am actually leveling right now in Legion. He's like 105. I'm going to try and get him to 110 so that he can be available to actually do stuff there. Oh, look at this. So now this has popped up. So now the icon that was here representing my Shaman Order Hall, now it's been replaced by this. So, and look at that. You only get 4 followers compared to, you know, so the amount of followers you're getting is smaller and smaller now. In Warlords, it was a ton. It was a huge list of people you could get. In Legion, of course, it was like, you know, 8, 9, 10, you know, and you could have like 7 active. Now it's just 4. I'm kind of hoping this is gonna change, but I don't really know how this works in comparison to how it worked in Legion, so I can't really speak on that. Okay. An elite. Well, it looks like I have some traveling to do. So now that I'm at level 3, I'm able to just basically unlock powers. So this requires level 5. And then this requires level 8. Huh. This was a mod I found. Azerite Power Weights. Apparently it's a mod specifically to deal with the Azerite power stuff here in this expansion. Just getting into the beginning stages of, learning about it and such. Oh, we got some more quests here. We'll go ahead and grab these.
Our fight against the Faithless is an uphill battle we're bound to lose. We are outnumbered and outarmed. What few weapons we have aren't enough to outfit the entire temple. With a few more spears and daggers, we might stand a chance fighting them off until our Loa can be returned to us. Got like 20 weapons within the temple incursion. Some among the Faithless are gifted with the ability to command the storm. They call themselves Sky Callers, and they use their magic to summon great spires that turn the earth into sand. Sky Callers are the only ones capable of summoning those spires. If you kill the Sky Callers, you also kill the Sethrak's ability to expand their war camps. Okay. The Faithless incursion is just up ahead. We tried to get ahead of the siege by attacking their camp in the dead of night, but they knew we were coming. Our troops were quickly overwhelmed. We called for retreat, but only a few of us made it out. The fate of those that didn't is unknown. We don't have the numbers to attempt to rescue ourselves. We can't afford to lose any more fighters. You're their only hope.
Alright, so I'm just picking these up just so I can be able to go ahead and just do them later. Because I can tell this is like extra stuff in the zone. You know, just not super story relevant. That stuff I can just go ahead and do on my own off camera. I'm mainly wanting to do the stuff that's relevant to the story progress. That has like cutscenes and such. That's what I want to do. Oh, come on. I hate it when this happens. Ghost Wolf, don't fail me now. I keep aggroing them. Leave me alone! Ugh. Reminds me of the days when I was like trying to actually like get away just so I can get to the next quest. I'm like, leave me alone. I just want to get to the next quest. Apparently there's an extra boss right below me. Ooh, there's a treasure chest right over here. Well, hello. More resources and another scroll. Excellent. Alright, so while I have a moment, let's heal up. Let's also go ahead and repair.
I have many lucky doos you like. May your feet find good trails.
I'm very curious whether or not I can actually solo this guy over here. Where are you? Ah, over there. An elite. Oh gosh. He has 800,000 health. I only have 64,000. Alright, let's do it! His health is not moving. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Now we're starting to actually do some damage. Oh man, this would take forever. Boy, I would love it if another player showed up right now. And look at how quickly my health is going. Nope. Nope, I'm out. I'm out. Nope, can't solo that guy. Yep, it wasn't kidding when it suggested 5 players. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. All right, let's heal up. All right.
I have many wares.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm already missing being able to just be 10 levels higher, like on a place like Argus, and just simply wrecking everything there. That felt nice. Here we are. Still hasn't opened up the map. There's a flight location right over there. I hope that's where we're going.
Are you here to help?
We are surrounded by faithless out here. We must move quickly. The heart of the Faithless Empire rests just beyond this ridge. We will need to move swiftly and quietly to avoid detection once inside. Thankfully, my former dwelling is nearby. I know a passage that should allow us to advance into the fortress with minimal resistance. When you are ready, speak with me and I will show you the way. I expected the Faithless to patrol this area. Keep your eyes open for anything suspicious along the path.
Zak'razet, save us all. We are heading into the heart of the Faithless Empire, champion. It is a cruel nest of rock and dirt, swarming with Sethrak who have forsaken our Loa. I lived here too once, long ago, before Korthek betrayed our people for power and madness. In those days, Korthek and I led all Sethrak in our worship of Sethralis. My personal sanctum was hidden away in the hills, a small shrine to Sethralis, where I could meditate. It has been abandoned for years, but it will be an ideal place to launch our... Wait, what are Valpyra doing here?
Alright, flight location. He almost sounds upset about that.
Everyone
Why are they
stay
here?
calm. This is one of the good ones.
Mira!
Hot Sans, am I glad to see you, friend? I'm in way over my head here.
Huh. Mira, did you set all this up?
Korthek brought this war upon us.
Unconventional, but I believe Sethralis would be pleased to see your shrine used to protect innocents in need. And if these Valpyra are fighting the faithless, they will be useful allies. Even after all these years, I can feel the ancient power of Sethralis in this place. My Loa endures. Our task ahead is great, and I will need a clear, focused mind to accomplish it. Allow me a few moments to meditate here, like I did in ages past. In the meantime, you should help the Valpyra stir up trouble however you can. They seem to know you, and a large enough disturbance will distract the faithless from our mission. Meet me back here when you're done, and we'll proceed together.
The
Nisha will be
faithless
so happy
empire
to see
will
you.
fall.
She's out at the crater killing Sethrak, like she always is.
I will stay here to prepare for our assault, while you sow chaos among the faithless.
I know
Return
these
soon.
things better than anyone.
We must strike at Emperor Korthek without delay.
I knew you'd come. I told them. You know what's funny? That whenever you see their name, and sometimes you have a silly looking name, but you also always hear them either say hero or champion, and you just kind of tried to imagine them say champion or hero instead of your name. Cares about the Valpyra and won't abandon us. I'm here to help too. Kiro and Nisha are rescuing Valpyra slaves, and I'm organizing caravans to carry them out of here. It's kind of scary being so close to the Sethrak, but I know it's the right thing to do. Nisha said so. Oh, welcome to our little hideout, by the way. So what are you doing here? Well, the same thing you are, I assume. Look at the Valpyra in here. They're hurt and they need someone to help them. The faithless have enslaved countless of us and forced us to work and fight for them. We've never been able to stop them before, but Nisha and Kiro have shown us that we can fight back. At night, Kiro and the others sneak into the slave camp below and rescue the most vulnerable Valpyra. They bring them back here, and then I secure safe passage out to the dunes, where we have caravans waiting to take them away to safety. It's dangerous, and I'd much rather be back in camp listening to Anna sing a song around a cozy campfire. But how could I when I know that my friends need my help? Alright. The little ones. Just when I thought the faithless couldn't get any worse, I find out that they're keeping Valpyra children trapped down in that crater. The other Valpyra we rescued told me that a big Sethrak, appraiser Versik, is inspecting them on the central platform to determine what he can sell them for. Selling Valpyra kids. All of those faithless make me so angry. Please, I'm no fighter. I can't rescue those kids. But if you bring them up here to me, I promise I'll get them out of here safely. Kill Versik and lead the Valpyra kids back to Mira.
Hey,
Yeah.
the kids are being held in the crater below. Please be careful.
Need something? Be quick. Be clever.
Again, another weird treasure item. Everyone loves using that black ice transmog. It's cool. Speak with Nisha on the nearby ridge. Over here.
This is risky, Nisha.
Hero.
The Faithless will know we're up here.
Good. They should know who's gonna kill them.
And our people shackled in chains down there should know we haven't abandoned them.
I like how she still has the gear that I gave her, except she changed her weapon. I didn't realize at the time that the weapons were determining what role you wanted them to have. But I'm kind of glad I chose her to be a tank.
My people will be free.
We gotta stop meeting in places like this. Actually, let's always meet in places like this. Are you up for killing some faithless? Raider. Do you remember how we met? You were trapped in a faithless cage, just like the ones in the crater below. Together, we slaughtered faithless and earned your freedom in blood. The Vulpera trapped in shackles below can do the same. They just need to be given the chance. Steal faithless weapons and give them to the Vulpera slaves below. They'll rise up and help you fight the faithless. We're gonna start a revolt right under their arrogant noses.
Death is at your door, faithless! The fury of the Vulpera rises from the sands to demand vengeance! And I will have it!
I love how fearsome Anisha's trying to make herself sound. I carry this banner into every battle because I want the faithless to fear it. To fear my people. If I die in the battlefield surrounded by faithless, I will die happy. On that day, I will not need a burial or prayers, but I will need someone to pick up my banner and carry it into the next battle. If you're of the same mind, plant these banners into the corpse of every faithless that you slay. Let the survivors know who is coming for them.
Leave some Sethrak for me.
She sounds so bloodthirsty. Leave some for me. She has just become vengeance incarnate now.
Your lands are next to fall.
Ah. There we go. Banners for all to see.
I don't have a target. Like sand, you will be scattered and forgotten.
What is he still attacking?
Need something? Take care of yourself. No one else will.
Oh, what a nice little quote. Take care of yourself. No one else will. Oh boy. Oh, my friends. I need to grab some weapons.
Have you come to trade? I'll put this sword to good use.
Let your death be a lesson to the others.
Hi there. Remember, let's burn this place to the ground.
Hi there. Remember, every day I fear the
Aid me in battle!
anything for me? Kill him like Nisha would.
I do? They're all becoming bloodthirsty. Kill him like Nisha would.
Let's burn this place to the ground. What did you bring me?
Yeah.
Let's burn
Revolution.
this place to the ground.
What did you bring me? Kill him like Nisha would.
Will be avenged.
I just realized I've been forgetting to place the banners. No! Not that thing! No!
Got anything for me? I'll put this sword to good use.
Been forgetting to plant the banners, my bad.
Hi there. Surviving means being kill him like
Aid
Nisha
me in
would.
battle! Ah! Elemental! Aid me! I have no mana. There we go. 12. And now, the appraiser.
You'll fetch a high price.
Nope. Nope. Oh, you are dying. You gonna die.
Freedom never lasts.
Alright, let's get these kids to safety. Follow me, kids. They're so cute. They're so adorable.
Today is a good day to fight. Every day is.
And that's just the start. Now the faithless know who's coming for 'em.
Tremble under the shadow of the Volpera banner, faithless scum!
Look at my people fighting. The faithless don't stand a chance. I can take it from here. I'll rally these Volpera and march through the trenches, creating chaos. Korthik and his armies will be forced to deal with us. If you and Vork are gonna make a move, then you should do it
Winds
now.
at your back.
Have you come
Swords
to trade?
in your hands.
Don't mistake my caution for hesitance. I will defend the Volpera with my dying breath. I just prefer to avoid taking that breath today. While Nisha rushes to the front line, I work behind them to ensure our success. Meet me at the Faithless Beast Pens if you'd like to help. Oh, and take this torch. You'll be going through their marketplace while they auction off slaves. Starting a few well-placed and metaphorically poignant fires along your route will make things easier for all of us.
The dunes have everything we need. I'll sabotage their cannons on the upper levels while you burn the gulch. Meet me at their beast pens when you're done.
Alright, well, let me get these kids to safety first.
Oh, hi!
Thank you, thank you, thank you. These children have already experienced more hate and pain than anyone ever should. I'll make sure they feel love in equal measure.
Hey,
Oh, Mira,
you'll
you're
be
too
back,
kind.
right?
We must remain strong.
I can hear the Volpira battle cries from here. It seems your friends have given us a window of opportunity. We mustn't waste it. I have a plan. May I entrust you with my staff, Niximus? I do not offer this lightly, so do not accept it lightly either. We will need every advantage when we face Emperor Korthik, and I've identified an opportunity to increase the power at our disposal. The Faithless maintain a series of suppression spires on the ridge above us. To subjugate the pterodax, my staff can drain power from the spires to bolster its own potency. Meanwhile, I will recruit a much-needed ally for the next stage of our mission. Okay. The Faithless are training pterodaxes as mounts so that they can rain down death from the skies. Their sky callers have developed a means of storing volatile lightning magic into fragile crystals, lightning bombs in the simplest sense. The magic behind it is quite brilliant, really. The bombs will be exceptionally useful if we can secure the aid of Raz'takhan, the powerful and fierce pterodax at the top of this mountain. Acquire as many as you can carry, while I do my best to recruit Raz'takhan.
We will never give up. Take my staff and charge it by draining power from the Faithless's suppression spires. I will travel to the top of the mountain and ensure that Rockjohn has not forgotten me after all these years.
Alright then. Before we do that, though, there actually is one more thing I'd like to do before we cut this video off.
Take care of yourself. No one else?
So I did go and get the flight path for the outpost over here. And there is something over here I actually want to do. Yeah, this one here. Because I think... Alright, so... I think this is what he said. It's good to see a face around here. I've got a problem. Oh, I read that wrong. It's good to see a new face around here. I've got a problem, and you look like you can handle a fight. That group of murderous thugs over there are looking for trouble, and I need someone to back me up. The truth is that I used to be one of them myself, but I left for a second chance at an honest life. I need to convince Mojambo and his henchmen to leave before they start causing trouble for the rest of the outcasts here. So we're gonna talk to him and back him up. We're gonna show those thugs that they can't mess with outcasts here.
Hello, man. Stay
Let's
safe
go.
out there.
Mojambo can't be trusted. So we're basically like dealing with like a mafia here. Or a gang, I guess.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you. Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Well, if it isn't Raz'jali. I told you we'd find him here. You weren't hiding from your old friends, were you? I'm done, Mojambo. I'd be tired of killing and stealing to survive. I'd be going my own way now. Done? I'd be the one that decides when you're done. You know what happens to deserters? I'm not going back with you. Do you really think your petty thugs can handle my friend here? Don't start a fight you can't win. I can take the orc boss, no problem. I took down a titan recently. No, we're gonna let him have it his way. We'll leave for now. But when we come back, we won't be so generous. Enjoy your last day alive, Ragaji. The next time we meet, it's gonna be your last. I was about to say, it's like, I just took down the Burning Legion and a Titan. What are you guys compared to me? Now, yes, I did have plenty of other champions, as they love to call us, aid me in that, but still. Want him to stop walking before I talk to him. Alright, there we go.
No one deserves this fate.
Mojambo will come back with all his minions, and when he does, there will be blood. We don't have much in the way of supplies right now. Mojambo and his gang will be back to finish us off, of that I am sure. But without food and supplies, there will be none of us alive for them to kill. Our cook is looking for someone to help gather supplies so we can feed the camp. Speak with him and see if you can find what he's looking for. Okay. Our herd of alpacas went missing this morning. It may seem like we have more pressing matters to worry about, but the meat and milk the alpacas provide are essential to our survival. Those alpacas won't survive long on the dunes. Speak with Mojambo and help him with the alpacas before it's too late. Alright.
Don't trust anyone.
Go talk to this person, then go talk to that person. Okay.
What you need?
A newcomer, eh? You picked a bad time to join our tribe. You'd find better luck wandering the wastes in search of mirages. Mystery meat. Mojambo's gang may be coming to kill us, but we've still got to eat. And when you live in a harsh wasteland, you make do with what you got. Sometimes fresh meat is hard to find. That's how I come up with the idea for my famous mystery meat pie. The secret ingredient is dung beetle. But with enough seasoning, you can't even tell. Okay, oh my gosh. Oh dear lord. Hey, what's in this pie? It tastes good. Dung beetle. Blah! Blah! It's okay, you can't even notice. Our food supplies are dangerously low right now. I need someone to go beetle hunting as soon as possible. Dung beetle surprise. Oh my. Volduni fried chicken. Have you ever tried my delicious Volduni fried chicken? Me neither. Probably because there aren't any chickens in Vol'dun. There are plenty of vultures though. Why don't you see if you can find some tasty vulture meat? The secret is delicious fried chicken is to roast the meat before you fry it. But it only works if the meat is fresh. I've soaked these arrows in alpaca fat. If you ignite the arrows and shoot down the birds, they'll start cooking before they're even dead. This is one wacky cook. The desert is a desolate place, but there's food to be found if you know where to look. Dung beetle pie. Oh my goodness.
Hello, man.
Raz'takhan sent you? I'm not sure why he cares so much when Mojambo and his gang come back. We'll all be dead anyway. Missing, we must find them before it's too late. Our herd of alpacas escaped this morning. They're out there wandering the dunes as we speak. Probably for the best, if you ask me. We'll all be dead soon once Mojambo comes back. Since you seem to care so much, take this alpaca whistle and use it to round them up. I blow the whistle every day at feeding time, so the alpaca should come running home when they hear the sound.
Stay safe out there.
The alpacas won't survive in the desert alone. We need to bring them back. Well, looks like I got quite a list of things to do here in Vol'dun now. I don't know whether or not I actually would want to go ahead and do this dungeon on camera or not. I'm not sure how relevant it is. The Isle of Kazan, tent asunder by the eruption of Mount Kajaro, is now brimming with Azerite in the aftermath of Sargeras' assault on Azeroth. Seeking to make a fortune and stake his claim to the title of Trade Prince, mogul Raz'takhan has focused the venture company's efforts on weaponizing Azerite and selling it to the highest bidder. Really? He's basically flying around in the mount that you get in Ulduar. It'll definitely be worth getting to try and hopefully get some of this loot. It's so nice to see loot listings and not see stuff that grants, like, you know, the buffs for your weapons. Because because now at this point it doesn't mean anything. It's just for gold. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do that off camera. It doesn't really seem that relevant because you're just helping Gallywix with this. Whereas I can tell this stuff is the more story relevant stuff over here. I'm still surprised that's not like cleared out the map over here, but I'm sure that's something that I'll be able to work on and fix. So to keep this going, because I don't know if I want to go ahead and start working on this right now. You can tell it's like, you know, yeah, to give you an idea of what time it is. I'll probably just work on some of this other stuff off camera later on. I'll probably head back to Vorik's place, his sanctum, and then we'll continue the story quest from there. Stay tuned.